24 hours with JB. Let's talk. So, I want to talk to my black fathers for a minute, man. My black fathers in particular. Um, it's imperative that we lead by example, right? And when I say lead by example, I'm speaking about everything, beloved. Every time you take a step, every time you take a breath, think about your tribe, beloved. If you have kids, if you don't have kids, if you have siblings, nieces, nephews, a spouse, whatever, beloved, black men in particular is are the future, right? But that future for a lot of business owners or investors even consist of black brothers in particular being incarcerated, right? So how do we break that cycle? How do we cause that to not occur, right? How do we say to ourselves, every time somebody sees somebody black, they're going to straighten their posture, especially a black man, right? Because they're going to know that they're in the presence of greatness. They're going to know that that black man worked out today. That black man read a book today. That black man took care of his kids. That black man, his record is clean. That black man doesn't smoke. That black man doesn't drink. That black man, oh man, you understand what I'm saying? I could go on and on forever, beloved, but again, how do we redefine what it means to be black, a black man in particular, black king in particular, beloved? We gotta we gotta break those barriers, beloved. We have to normalize black excellence, if you will. We have to step with intention, divinity, and purpose. We have to, beloved, because the cards are stacked up against us. Wherever you go, the cards are stacked up against a person of color. You have to prove yourself in any room, in any environment, right? Especially with these machines, with these algorithms pumping gang violence or drug incarceration, or this person just got shot, this person just got killed. Notice is always us, right? Why is that? Because the powers that be have an agenda, right? And been having an agenda, let's just say, right? You chop the head, the body will fall, right? With that head, pause. So, thus, we have to again lead by example always, period, no matter your walk of life. Know that people are looking up to you, know that people are looking for you to fail. So, thus, move with purpose, divinity, and intention. All right. Normalize or set the precedent. Yeah, beloved, set it. Set the precedent and have that precedent as high as possible, beloved. Set your own standards. Whatever you choose to do, whatever walk of life that you choose to take, make sure that it's positive and make sure that it's beneficial, not just for yourself, but for those around you. You understand what I'm saying? Normalize black excellence. We spoke about this already, beloved. It's not hard. It's not hard. But see, the problem is a lot of us wait until we get incarcerated to then say, I'm going to work out, I'm going to read, I'm going to get busy, I'm going to learn this. Nah, beloved, you could do that same thing and you could have that same energy outside. You don't have to have the shackles on you, beloved. For what? Slavery is over. So they say, right? Don't let them put them shackles on you. Especially if your hand is not forced. Beloved, don't throw rocks at the penitentiary. It's entirely too much money. It's entirely too many opportunities. It's entirely too easy, right? To not be successful. Now it's going to take grind, grit, and determination, as well as a great deal of patience to make it to the top, right? But if you stay consistent, if you stay locked in, if you stay in the pocket, beloved, it'll happen. I promise you, before you know it or earlier than you expected. Let's keep moving on. Represent for black fathers. That's what I do, beloved. That's what I do. I love not telling people that I'm a black father. Well, that I'm a father, right? Because if my kids aren't around me, you wouldn't even know. Because I'm doing everything that I was doing prior to me having kids, especially if they're not around. I'm getting busy, busy. I see the look on people's faces when they see me in the gym and the studio, conference room, etc., to where they see me in the afternoon. It's like, that's the same. Yeah, 5 something this morning. That was me. That was me. Right. Why is that? Because I represent for black fathers, beloved. That's it. I represent for black fathers, black kings, beloved. I raise my boys to be princes. Well, they're princes now, but I raise my boys to be kings when they get older. Tell my daughter every time you're a princess. Look up to your mother. Follow your mother's lead. Your mother's a queen. I tell my kids collectively all the time, your mother's in charge. Your mother runs the house. We show her the utmost respect. We make sure her day or night is as easy as possible. We give her thanks. We give her gratitude. We operate off of her accord. Shout out to the black queens. Okay. Either one kid or 10 kids. Step with intention, devotion, and purpose. Let me take a sip. Again, if you have one kid or 10 kids, step with devotion, intention, and purpose. Why did I write that down? Why did I want to speak about that? Reason being, somewhere along the line, right, having multiple kids became ghetto, right? People look at you when you have multiple kids, myself included, right? If I walk into an establishment, sometimes I catch the looks on people's faces or the way people may, their body language may switch up when I walk in the room with several kids or whatnot. Sometimes good, sometimes bad, right? That's just like the yin and the yang. But again, I'm not worried about what other people think. Reason being, I'm the boss. You understand what I'm saying? Again, either one kid or 10 kids, I'm moving the same exact way, right? Only difference is all 10 kids are good, right? That's the only difference. All 10 kids are aligned. All 10 kids know a language or two. All 10 kids are blessed, right? And know that one day the torch will be passed to them, right? And I have 4 kids, so the 10 kids are just as an example. In other words, don't get discouraged. Don't become bashful. Don't become embarrassed even if you're struggling with your kids. If your kids make fun of you or they embarrass you in an establishment, they're kids, beloved. That's what they're supposed to do. You embarrassed your parent at or parents at some point in time, beloved. Normalize it. Your father, your parent, your mother, you understand what I'm saying? Your guardian. Normalize that. Sit in whatever your kids decide you're going to sit in that day and wear it proudly. And speak to them as if, well, everybody's approach is different. Me personally, like for instance, my son, I'll give you an embarrassing thing. We're waiting by the elevator. One elevator is broke, so it's only one elevator in motion. My son just starts making monkey noises, right? Like just wild, just he's like, Dad, look. I'm like, yo, I'm not gonna lie, for a split second, I was very embarrassed. I'm like, yo, but then I realized he's 4 years old. Does he really know the significance of monkeys and racism and everything that occurred throughout that whole debacle and it's still occurring? No, right? So he did it one time. I didn't give him a response. When he did it a second time, I'm like, it's clever. Did it the third time. Now I'm talking to him. I forgot exactly what I said, so I'm not gonna make up what I said, but I definitely handled the situation properly. You know what I mean? And again, he's just a kid. People are not looking at him. They're more so looking at me and how I'm going to respond, right? He's a monkey. I make monkey noises with him if that's the case. We're not monkeys per se, but again, he's a kid and his intentions are pure and he doesn't know any better, nor should he at that point in time. So thus it's up to me to teach him how other people view black people and monkeys and correlation and what that entails and why we don't move like monkeys or animals for that particular matter. Correct your kids' mistakes at home or even in public. Always teach and have patience. Stay calm and be comfortable with your kids. That's all I got for now, man. I thank you for listening. Stay tuned, stay blessed, love yourself, lead by example, and be the very best that you could possibly be. Peace and blessings, y'all.